today is going to be kind of a chill day. The plan here is you can be working on one of two things. So you have the two sheets that I gave you last time. If you haven't finished those and you're still kind of plugging away at those, that's great. I'm going to provide some time here in class for you to continue to work on those. So if you are stuck and you want to ask some questions or want to get some advice or whatever, you can continue to do that in like a supported environment. In addition, when or if you finish those sheets, or if you just would prefer to start with the other option, I have a deltamath here for chapter 5. So there's only 4 things inside of this deltamath, so it's a relatively short one. So if I click, yes. Okay. Yeah, it's on there. It's both of everything Sunday. There's 2 types of, or the 2 different formats of questions here. So the first format are going to be these multiple choice kind of questions where it just, you got to click the right answer. So which function is equivalent to the following? Yep. So if I just look at my identity sheet, we're going to be looking at the reciprocal identities because it's a 1 over fraction. Alex says 1 over cosecant is sine, so we hit submit, and that worked. The other type of problem we have are these free response ones, where now we have to type in an answer. So on this one, we have, we want to simplify this to a single trig function with no denominator. So we have cosecant squared over secant squared minus tangent squared. So if I look at my identities sheet, there's nothing algebraic good to do here, right? Where would I want to look in my identity sheet here first? When I see addition and subtraction and they're unlike terms, I'm probably going to want to look at the Pythagoreans. So if I look at my Pythagoreans and I'm looking in the denominator, I'm looking for something about either secant squared or tan squared. What do we see there? Yes.
The cosecant is 1 plus cotangent.
Right, but I wouldn't do that because that's not gonna help me out if I'm changing the numerator. I want to look in the denominator where the subtraction is going on.
Would it then just be the tan squared plus 1 cosecant?
Okay, so if secant squared is equal to tan squared plus 1, I can replace the secant squared with tan squared plus 1. So the tan squareds are going to cancel out, right? And I'm left with just a 1 in the denominator. So I'm going to have cosecant squared over 1, or just cosecant squared. And there we go. Everybody's okay with that idea? Again, I can do these in my head. I can talk through it in my head. You are probably not at the place where you're able to do that. That is absolutely typical for starting this. You will need to write things down. That is totally normal. You should be writing things down. I don't think that there's barely any of us in the room that are going to be ready to start trying to do these things in our head until we've gone up and built ourselves out some more experience. So if you're like, I need to write this down, you should, and you probably do. I mean, the other 4 or the other 2 types of problems are kind of the same thing. So it's just like, you know, multiple choice or free response. And that's it. That's the plan for today. So if you're done with your sheets, you can start on the deltamath. If you still have stuff to do on your sheets, but you're like, I'd rather start on the deltamath than start on the deltamath. If you still got to do sheets, start on your sheets if that's what you feel like doing. Both of them are due Sunday at midnight, you know. And that's the plan for today. Just giving you a chance to like practice this stuff in class, to get stuck, to come ask questions, see how things are going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna stop talking and just kind of get out of your way and let you guys get to it. Sound good? All right. It's a busy week for a lot of us. There's plays, there's football, there's basketball starting. Everybody's getting real busy. Let's be productive today. Get some stuff done, not put it off, right? Like, don't save for tomorrow what you can finish today. Be productive. Do yourself a favor. Cut down on some stress load by getting some stuff out of your way. You know what I'm saying, guys?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it.